can't remember to pay your bills on time? Always getting slapped with a late fee? Our next guest says, don't agonize, organize. Getting your financial documents in order will cut back on everything from late fees to stress. Farnoosh Torabi is the author of Psych Yourself Rich. She joins us with some try this tips. It's great to have you here.
Good to see you.
It is all about habits when it comes to organizing, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, I find that our habits, we can do them every day. We make a commitment to them. Not only is our life easier, but our finances get in order. So some tips for people who want to get in the good habits. Number one is deal with it right away. I see too many people with the bills stacking up, and then what happens is we get overwhelmed, and then it never happens. We never open up the bills. We miss the payments. So open up every single bill that comes in. You may be having electronic payments, but it's important to still see the statements. Maybe you have some changes in your bill, so deal with it right away. Second tip is stick to deadlines or create your own deadlines. How about that one? You know, behavioral experts tell me that when, let's say your cable bill is due on the 30th, sometimes we miss it because maybe we're not automated or we just forget. So creating your own deadline, say the 25th of the month, and putting that into your phone or into your calendar and alerting you. Some reason having our own authority over deadlines makes us more accountable. So that's something to think about. Track your spending, of course. We have to do this if you want to know where all the hidden money is, how much we're wasting every day. There are a lot of great online tools we can use, from mint.com to justthrive.com. So I always say track your spending for at least 7 days to see what your bad habits are. Where is that missing money going? Are you having too many latte breaks or too many dinners out? And then I would also say pre-commit to savings. What does that mean? So when you know you're going to be getting a bonus, or you know you're going to be getting a raise or some birthday money, pre-commit to saving a fraction of that automatically so that you don't get it and blow it all off. And so behavioral studies again show that these are the techniques that when we incorporate them into our daily lives, we really clear the clutter, we get automated, we get organized, and life is good.
And now another part of the organization is the clutter, okay?
Yes.
The wrinkled receipts in the purse, okay?
Right.
That's one huge stack. Then, of course, as you said, there's bills that stack up. And how about some of those bills we open or the financial documentation we keep?
Right.
How do we master that?
Well, in the book, I give people sort of a timeline of how long to keep these things, when to check them. So every quarter, you want to be checking your investments, your 401k, your IRA paperwork that comes in that tells you how you're doing, how much did you lose or gain. Just good to have. And then you can set that aside. Every month, I would check all of course, my bills to make sure everything from your credit cards to your bank statements to your insurance, not only because you want to make sure you're paying them on time, but because maybe there were some mistakes or maybe there are ways to save. Always call all of your lenders, all of your places where you owe money and say, I want to save money, help me. And they probably will. Every week, every month also, every week, go through your receipts in your purse, because I think it's a week for me. I know I do this. I have receipts that just like most of my wallet, the bulk of it is receipts. It's not credit cards or cash, unfortunately, it's receipts. Every week, go through the receipts. Any receipt that is past 45 days, you can probably chuck it, because that store will no longer accept that receipt for a return or cash back. So that's the other thing. And then every day, Mary, I want you to go on to your bank account online and check your balance. Just like you would step on a scale to know where your weight is if you're trying to manage your diet or manage your weight. The same thing with money. Get on that internet or get on your phone and text your bank, find out what your statement is or what your balance is that month, and then you have a perspective. So when you go out and shop and you have maybe a budget left for the week, you have that in mind. Your ATM receipt is not your financial advisor.
Thanks, Farnoosh.
Sure.